what are the common challenges people face when trying to achieve a balanced life, and how can they overcome it? So I will ask, okay, I will ask Dr. Annika for.
I don't see Dr. Annika here. Yeah.
She's not there. So then I will ask Dr. Anneli this question.
Well, as a therapist, I have come across of different types of resistances that people have to take care of themselves and not only that, but thrive. And could be a lot of things. It could be, depression. It could be anger. It could be a lot of negative causes, and they can even go back into different lives. So it's not just only what we experience or indoctrinated by here or what we experienced here. It could be a lot of things. So what helps to get out is are a number of things. And it doesn't always work, but sometimes when my clients or the people I'm working with know that I really care about them, that I love them, that I wish their best and it's genuine, that sometimes creates a little bridge for them to commit to themselves. I have really no control over that. And I tell them that also, that I'm not here to fix anything. I cannot really do anything for them except be by their side and share with them some things that may be helpful along the way. So I spent at the beginning a significant amount of time to be really clear with them that I need their commitment. Without that, it's just a waste of money. And guess who looks bad? It's me, the therapist, because I didn't do it right. and even though that's really not that important, but what is important for me to see success. And many times is that dedication to victimhood that stops people from moving forward and being, being on the right path for themselves, whatever that may be at that time of their existence. And sometimes it's just really laziness and a sense of entitlement that someone else is at fault and they should do it. They should fix it. And as long as they have someone, a therapist or a coach or a mentor or a clergy who agrees with them, they are just fine. They just like that and there is no change. And that is very, very common. And sometimes therapists even buy into that and agree with that and take it personal. So there is a whole range of things that can happen. So the bottom line for me are two things: is the experience of genuine love that clients need to experience, and also a firm commitment, an unshakable commitment that individuals need to make to get through their own barriers. This process of going through barriers can be very, very different. They can go as far as, since we talked about cellular things, to doing fine material surgeries or implant removal or other types of clearing that on a fine material need to happen, as well as very practical strategies about life changes, practices, activities, goal setting, all the very familiar things. But they can cover a wide range of interventions on the part of the person who works with them to help them move forward and achieve the goal that they would like to achieve. So as you can tell from my brief kind of summary, the more a person who works with individuals knows and the more skill sets she or he has, or like a smorgasbord of options of skill sets, of intervention methodologies, of psychological understanding, of medical understanding, the better for the client. So I'm always suggesting that people should go to that person who has proven to have the broadest knowledge and experience in working with individuals, plus having done their own personal work. Like you said, Farzan, you play games. One of the ways you have your own inner dialogue is to make it fun and be like a child exploring, what's happening around you. And there are many other ways of doing it. So again, in closing, I would like to say that I'm in my life feel very privileged to have gone the path that I have gone, and I'm continuing to learn and to serve. And that's pretty good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, it's very, very powerful. Thank you so much, Anneli. And perhaps if I may, you know, add something, I mean, to, you know, to this question as well. And, you know, particularly it's about, you know, achieving a balanced life. And very often you see, obviously there's a spiritual aspect, but as well, you know, there's, you know, the physical aspect as well. And when we talk about challenges, what I've seen as well, I mean, in, let's say, very often people struggle with, you know, time management because they feel all, you know, people feel overwhelmed with work, family, and could be other obligations. And you know, we talked about, asked about solutions here. What can we do? It's really, for instance, you know, like putting priorities in your tasks and making sure that you know, I mean, in business, we talk about, you know, time blocking, but it can be as well in your private life, you know, just to keep time for your family, time for your friends. It's so important because if we don't do this, and particularly as professionals, we can fill our diary and then there's no time left. And afterwards, we complain that, you know, things don't happen. You mentioned, you touched as well on this about the goals, Annelie, and it's really when people don't have clear priorities, you know, on what really matters for them. This needs to be addressed because it's, and very often it's, you know, the idea of understanding what your core values are and realigning yourself with this, because if we are not, we cannot go forward. Because, you know, procrastinations, for instance, you know, it's there, it's in the brain, because it will say, no, don't go there because you're not aligned, it's not you. So, and so another thing, it's, you know, when people really overwork, you know, they spend too much time, and it can lead to stress, for instance, exhaustion, you know, exhaustion, and afterwards, perhaps, you know, it's really about having non-negotiable time, I said, for family or for spiritual activities or for something else.